Whenever people nowadays think about tsunami, they're usually going to think about a towering skyscraper-sized wave that completely obliterates buildings in its path. However, that's generally not how tsunamis actually look. So this is a video that I actually covered a very long time ago, but a bunch of people sent it to me through Instagram, and in it we can see these guys inside of a boat going over what looks to be a normal, well, relatively large, but normal-sized wave in the ocean. However, many of you guys might be shocked to learn that this clip was recorded on March 11th, 2011. If you don't know why this date is significant, this is when the massive tsunami hit Japan and took a ton of people's lives. For some context here, this clip was recorded by the Japanese Coast Guard. And again, while the wave doesn't necessarily look too large, that's because this is exactly how tsunamis work when they're far out at sea. The reason for this is because tsunamis are usually going to be caused by underwater earthquakes, tectonic plates shifting, and this will send out a very large amount of energy, and this will send waves through the ocean. In deeper water, there's a lot more space for that energy to be spread out, and therefore the amplitude or height of the wave is not going to be very large. However, when that wave gets closer to the shoreline and the water gets shallower, that energy gets condensed, the amplitude turns up, and then we get a really massive wave. Because of this, if you're ever out of the harbor in your boat during a tsunami warning, they are going to tell you to get out even further into deeper water. They are not going to tell you to come back into shallower water, otherwise your boat is more than likely going to be capsized and you're going to become another casualty. In fact, it's pretty insane, but some of the largest tsunamis, while they're far out at sea, aren't more than 3 feet in height when they pass over ships. So if you didn't know what you were looking at, you wouldn't even realize that a deadly wave just passed underneath you and was about to wipe out a bunch of buildings. So this seemingly innocuous wave that the Japanese Coast Guard passed over did end up taking around 20,000 people's lives, and it indirectly impacted a bunch of other lives because there were some nuclear disasters as a result, and a lot of people were displaced from their homes. As always, let me know what you guys think about this topic in the comment section below. Drop a comment and let me know what I want to say next. I also have my Patreon link down in the description. If you guys want to check that out, just go to the free one, don't pay. Try to get rid of the paid tiers. See you guys in the next video.